today.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Brissett. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Brissett.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. San Francisco gets set to go here.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer, Ken,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Brissett's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Brissett.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 102 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Brissett. It's caught. Lockett. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
I don't care who you put on him. he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll throw again. Brissett completes it to Fant on the right side. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Gano's kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
From the gun, it's Lance.
This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Being chased out left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive span 5 plays.
And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Miles Sanders. 77 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll start out here with the option left. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Buying time to his left.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And Lance now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They'll run with Davis Price.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Ty Davis Price. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Brissett's throw into the hands of Lockett.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Brissett to throw on 1st.
He'll find Metcalf.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Brissett now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd down, Brissett again.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing. Brissett.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Brissett.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Brissett. Dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Brissett. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Brissett. This is the tight end Fan. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And they faked the handoff. Now Lance.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lance going to keep it on the option.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Lance. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Milton Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett, and Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Lance to throw it. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes? Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now Lance again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Lance going to throw.
And he will find his man on the outside. From the 45 on second down, Lance. And this one's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Brissett on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Brissett caught by London. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Brissett going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 31,
Lance. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Lance now on first down.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Lance looking to throw it. Spots Samuel out near the sideline. He makes the catch.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On the ground, McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From just shy of midfield, Brissett.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Brissett. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Gano's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance.
He's got Bellinger.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Lance.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Lance going back to the air after the pick 6.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lance. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Meanwhile, Lance's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a play fake. Lance. Finding Williams once more, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Brissett sets to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Dana. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brissett. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Got a man, it's London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Brissett's throw taken in by London. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Brissett's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett
into the hands of London.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Brissett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. This complete to Lockett.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Forced out to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 10 yards out.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They find some open field here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the 49ers,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.